Hello there, this is What If Unknown, and today we are going to be doing What If Naruto was a prodigy and left the village? Let's get right into the video. We see a young blonde boy, roughly around 5 years old, getting chased by an angry group of villagers. These villagers believe that this boy has taken everything from them, from their fourth Hokage, their beloved fourth Hokage, Minato Namikaze, and even their loved ones, and so on. Some believe that, he's the reincarnation of the nine-tailed beast. But that is all wrong. This boy is Naruto Uzumaki, the son of the fourth Hokage, and the previous Jinchuriki holder, Kushina Uzumaki. Naruto has, unfortunately, gotten the burden to hold the nine-tailed fox. And some believe, like I said, that he will bring destruction to their village, once again, like it has previous. But how wrong they are. As Naruto is eventually able to escape these angry villagers by hiding into a group of, trash cans in the alleyway. As some villagers question where the boy went, as Naruto, in one of the trash cans, trying to hide, trying to stay quiet as best he can to prevent from getting, caught. And, we don't want a repeat of last time. If we go back from when the previous, you could say, fox hunts that these villagers do, Naruto has been to the hospital countless times due to these fox hunts. From all the way from stab wounds to broken ribs to, the minor things like small bruises and cuts. If only that was the best thing that Naruto could have, anyway. The villagers eventually lose interest, and maybe one day, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, they will find that little fox, you could say, and will continue their hunt, but that is for another day. By this point, Naruto is tired, hungry, exhausted, and tired of his life of getting chased by the village that he sees as his home. What he thought was his home. There's only a small portion of these people in this village that actually, care for him. Like the Hokage, Saratobi, and the ramen shop guy, and, his daughter, Ayame. Those, few people truly do care for Naruto. Some do care, and, unfortunately are unable to, adopt and or take care of him due to circumstances such as Mikoto Uchiha, Naruto's mother's best friend. But unfortunately, due to her clan, we all know why. Naruto, as he's leaving, eventually is able to, get close to his, if you want to call his apartment, nice. But home is home. As Naruto gets to his apartment and opens the door to find his, apartment ransacked, thrashed, everything holds dear, what's left of it, is all over the floor, the walls, and so on. Naruto just sighs and continues, to start picking up and clean. After all, you can't leave it like this, because, if the third Hokage found out that the villagers did something like this, it would cause a lot of problems for Naruto and for the villagers, and so on. As Naruto eventually gets done cleaning his apartment and decides You know what? No more. I am gonna become the best ninja. No, the greatest. Something better than a Hokage. What's better than a Hokage? As Naruto thinks. I'll deal with this later. As Naruto decides to cook an instant bowl of ramen to, quench his hunger, after all. He needs to eat something. As Naruto, after he finishes the bowl of ramen, decides to go to sleep. The next day, he wakes up earlier than he ever has before, and has decided to make a change. Naruto decided to go to, for once, the library. I know, crazy. As he goes there, unfortunately, the librarian was not the biggest fan of Naruto, because she is one of the villagers that, has the same feelings as the others about Naruto. They despise him, but Naruto knows a good, you could say, a back way into the library. By back way, an open window, of course. As Naruto breaks into the library and, starts to, learn as many jutsus as possible. Jutsus, history, anything he could get his hands on. He started absorbing it like a sponge. You see, Naruto isn't as dumb as many people think. He didn't have the drive, nor the people to teach him. At this point, who was a better teacher than, failure, right? As Naruto stole some scrolls that taught you the basic jutsu, such as clone jutsu, chakra control, and kinjutsu, and taijutsu, and so on. Naruto decided to put all his efforts into this, but not let anybody know. Because if anybody knew that he was planning on, training and becoming, a ninja, many would, frown upon and, be feared, scared that, the demon fox, you could say, has power. You see, Naruto, for the next few years, he started practicing his taijutsu, and as of, a 7-year-old, he is very, you could say pretty well rounded in the sense of his technique for, a 7-year-old, because if you learn it right the first time, you never have to go back, and, it'll be easier to move on to the next. Naruto, started to get to a point where whatever he looked at, whatever he wanted to learn, he learned, as if it was second nature. So, Naruto eventually came to the decision to, not go to the academy. That would be a waste of time for him. At this point, he is above the academy level. Not quite Genin, but above academy level. So what would be the point to go to the academy? Sure, there'd be some useful things. Some people could point out his technique, or some people could, make fun of him, for being, a brat. The demon brat, of course. After all, many of the teachers despise Naruto. After all, they all lost some of their own family members as well to the Nine Tails, such as Iruka, and so on. So, Naruto decided what better than to just study in the library, where he can just get all the knowledge without having to deal with, people interrupting and people, putting him down. So, that is what Naruto did. He decided to focus, lock himself into the library for the next few years, in a sense, you could say. As those few years passed, as Naruto is, 9 years old, only 3 years until, academy days are, over for the normal people. But, at this point, Naruto is far above them, far greater than them, almost even to Genin, if not higher. Most likely Genin, though, I would say. As Naruto decided, there is nothing for me here, in this village that sees nothing but a monster of me. I didn't do anything wrong. Why am I the one that's, no, let's push those ideas away. As Naruto decided to, leave village, as it's simple. He needs to go to his apartment, get some clothes, get some ramen, get some supplies, and just go. Don't look back. I mean, there's not really anything here for him, right? Naruto thinks. Except for IMA. Maybe, Gramps. But other than that, what's holding me here? Naruto thinks. So, Naruto made a decision. That night, he was gonna go somewhere that he can become the ninja that he wants to be, the person he wants to be, somewhere where he can not be afraid to, be himself, and not be, seen as just a monster, but for him. As later, Naruto decides, no, maybe not tonight, we'll go tomorrow. Tomorrow, we will leave, I will leave the village. As Naruto goes to his apartment that night and goes to sleep, it's a good night's sleep rest. He's gonna need it the next day, after all. He's gonna have to leave the village, right? As Naruto drifts off to sleep, arguably the deepest sleep he's ever been, he wakes up into a sewer. No, this place, it seems familiar, he thinks, but no matter. As he gets up off the ground, the sewer ground, as he has a feeling, something's telling him to walk this certain path, a left, a right, a left, another right. So eventually, Naruto reaches these big golden gates with the seal, with the number 9. As Naruto is thinking, what's this? Something has to be in there. It looks like a cage. As Naruto utters those words, he hears a voice. Something that rattled him through his soul. Something he would never forget. As he sees crimson eyes and, large canine teeth, grinning in the shadows, as eventually it comes to light to be, the Nine Tails. The Nine Tails in these last few years have been watching Naruto. He's very impressed, with Naruto's conviction and what he's been doing. But at the same time, it is his container. The stronger Naruto gets, it could be hard for him to take over the body. That was what he would say if he was, like himself, his old self, you could say. But over these years, seeing Naruto persevere, through his own pain and wanting to become better, you could say in a way, Naruto's want to become, or need to be, loved in a sense and other things, has made Kurama want to change as well in a sense. After all, this boy reminds him of his, father, the Sage of Six Paths. As Kurama speaks, boy, I'm willing to help you get out of this village to where you will not be detected. You will not be seen. No one will be able to trace us until, well, by the time they do, or the time they find you're even gone, you'll be out of the land of fire. What do you say? I'm not going to try anything. There would be no point. The seal, as he bangs on the cage. Well, it's still as strong as the day it was sealed, well, put on placed. I'm willing to lend to power, well, to help you get out of here. This place is nothing but a cage for the both of us. What do you say? Is Naruto, well, in an odd way, feels like he shouldn't accept, but at the same time, opportunities like this to get out of here, get out of a place that, well, has treated him nothing but, well, like a monster? Count me in, Naruto thinks, as he gives, well, his signature Naruto goofy grin, says, let's do it, as the Ninetales chuckles. As well, the Ninetales lay out its paw out of the kennel, or cage, you could say, and Naruto places his hand on the paw of the Ninetales. He gets a gust, well, a burst of energy, no, power, chakra. As he says, well, the Ninetales says, this is a gift from me to you, to make sure, well, you and I both get out of here. And, well, if you do, I won't, well, try to break out or try to, well, affect you. No, I will help you become the ninja, no, the person you want to become. As Naruto is little apprehensive, of course, but nonetheless, he's not going to be alone on this trip, and well, he's finally has somebody. As Naruto wakes up the next morning, he decides to, well, say his goodbyes, well, to the people he loves, well, not so much the third Hokage. He would become a little suspicious, Kurama says to Naruto. But, of course, he will always say goodbye to Ayame in the ramen shop guy, of course. After all, they were practically, well, almost family to him. As Naruto sets out to the ramen shop to get, well, you could say his last bowl of the best ramen in the village. No. In all of Konoha. No. In all of the great nations. 5 great nations. As Naruto reaches, well, the ramen shop, as Ayame says, oh hey Naruto, what can I get you? As Naruto says the usual, miso ramen with pork. As Ayame noticed, Naruto is a little bit more, you could say, chipper, oh happy, you could say. Is there something, well, what's gotten you so excited, Naruto? As Naruto says, oh no, nothing, just, well, finally just having a good day. Very soon, I'm gonna be, well, a little stress-free. You know? I'm gonna become the person I want to become. As Ayame, well, says, that's wonderful, Naruto. I can't wait to see. As Naruto just smiles. As eventually Naruto gets his ramen. Well, you can't just have one bowl of ramen, especially when it's gonna be your last. Well, you think. As Naruto orders, well, 54 bowls of ramen, you know. And to get some to go, of course. As Naruto pays for his ramen, well, tries to, anyway. Ayame, you could say, was feeling Naruto's, well, you could say, charismatic, or not necessarily charismatic, but you could say his happiness, well, transferred over to her, and well, she wanted to do something nice to him, so she covered the bill, of course. This will be the last time, she says to Naruto. As well, that'll burn a hole in her wallet, of course. But, hey, it's worth it. To see that smile, she thinks. As Naruto waves goodbye for the last time, well, for now. As Naruto goes back to his apartment, gets everything ready. While he's been training at some of the training areas, he, found some kunai, of course. And, the ninjas left over from training. And, some other things, and put some money in his bag, some ninja tools. And he was able to acquire a tent and so on. After all, he needs the bare minimum to survive. Who knows how long he'll be traveling before he can find a home, a place where he feels like he could belong. This might come sooner than he thinks. Later that night, you could say early in the morning, Naruto wakes up. As the Nine-Tails says, "Are you ready?" Naruto says, "I've never been more ready. Let's go." Nine-Tails. As Naruto all of a sudden feels a burst of chakra through his body, as there was nothing but a red flash, you could say. The gate guards just thought it was just, you could say not necessarily shooting star, but just a weird light, but they didn't think much of it, because, who's gonna, walk out of the village in, 3 in the morning? As Naruto just runs as long and as fast as he can. Eventually, his young body cannot handle the power of the Nine-Tails any longer. As eventually the Nine-Tails cloak of, Zero Tails just starts to dissipate. As the Nine-Tails says, "Your body is, too weak for me to continue letting you use my chakra. If I do, you will burn up and you will die." As Naruto says, "Thank you, Kurama. I can go from here." Not Kurama, the Nine-Tails. As Naruto continues to walk on his own. Eventually, he, reaches the border of the Will of Fire, or the Land of Fire, apologies. And he, decides what better than to, set camp at the edge of the border. One last time to say goodbye to the home, the place he's lived for the last 9 years. Naruto wakes up a few hours later and gets back on the road, eventually crossing the border of the Land of Fire. And eventually, people start to notice that, Naruto back in the village, they notice somebody's not here. More so, you could say the third Hokage, and, Ayame, of course. Normally, Naruto, even after a large thing of ramen, especially when he doesn't have to pay, he'll show up and get, even more ramen, of course. And the third Hokage, this day, is Naruto's, his payday, you could say, to pay for his rent, everything. As the Hokage decided, you know what, today I'm gonna treat Naruto to a bowl of ramen, maybe a small shopping spree, you could say. as the third Hokage starts walking to the boy's apartment with a smile on his face, thinking, today's gonna be a good day. Nothing could go wrong. How wrong he was. As the third Hokage knocks and reaches to Naruto's apartment and eventually knocks. He waits, nothing. He knocks again, nothing. As he thinks, well, no, Naruto is probably just sleeping in. I mean, it is, 10 a.m. He is a young boy. I mean, he's not really he's not going to the academy, so. As he twists the knob, notices it's unlocked. Now that's very odd. Naruto always never leaves his apartment unlocked. Never. Especially to his break-ins, you could say, the third Hokage noticed. As Sarutobi walks in and sees, for once, Naruto's apartment, clean. His bed's made. There's no trash. And there's some clothes that are even folded in his, nightstand. Nothing necessarily peculiar, but he's very surprised. As he thinks, Naruto's not here? Okay. He must be at the ramen shop. So, he decides to make his way there to see if Naruto, is getting his daily ramen in. As eventually Sarutobi reaches the ramen shop and asks, he notices Naruto isn't there, so he asks Ayame if Naruto is there. As, Ayame says, "Oh, Lord Third. Oh, are you looking for Naruto?" As he says yes. "Do you know where he is by chance, Ayame?" As she says, actually, I haven't seen him since yesterday afternoon. He came around, 6 p.m. and he ate, ramen, of course. But we haven't heard from him or seen him today. I mean, I'm sure he's around. He said he wanted to become a better person. He wanted to, change, I guess? So maybe he's going to the academy or going in training or something. As Sarutobi kind of chuckles. It's not something Naruto would be, totally out of line for. As eventually Sarutobi, decided to go to the school to see. I mean, Naruto would come to him, right? To see if he wanted to go to school? Sarutobi thinks. As he reaches the school. And sees Aruka. And he pulls Aruka to the side as Aruka says, "Yes, Lord Third? Is there something going on, or how can I help you?" I mean, it's not every day the Hokage comes to the academy. As Sarutobi says, "I'm actually looking for someone, Aruka. Naruto Uzumaki?" As Aruka looks a little confused and says, "Sorry, sir. As you know, Naruto doesn't go to the academy, so are you sure you're looking into the right place?" As Sarutobi thinks, maybe not. Maybe Naruto isn't necessarily cut out for school at this moment. As Sarutobi goes and says, "No matter. It's fine. I'm sure he's around here somewhere." As eventually Sarutobi finds his way to one of the training areas just to see if the young boy, is training. To his surprise, there is nothing. Maybe non-surprise either. Now Sarutobi is starting to be a little concerned. The boy just disappearing like this, sure, Naruto will disappear for a few hours, but not like this. as he goes back to his apartment just to see if Naruto's there. Still looks as if, well, that morning. As then he starts to think the worst. As he calls a meeting, well, he calls a couple ninjas. Kakashi Hatake. And a few others. Such as, well, Kiba's mom. And, so on. Or those two at this moment. Anyway. And he sends the best tracking unit that he has, well, of the Anbu too as well. As he asks to look for Naruto. To find him and bring him back to, well, the office. Because he wants to know where Naruto is. And they all say yes sir and they all disperse. As Sarutobi starts to think back what the Lord Fourth said and his wife, what they asked of him, to please take care of their boy, and, well, to make sure that, well, he raises up to be a strong ninja just like his parents, and, well, Sarutobi is, well, reminiscing, in a sense. He starts to think that he failed them. He failed Naruto. And he failed to, well, uphold his, well, agreement to Lord Fourth, well, Minato and Kushina. The promise he made to protect Naruto. To make sure Naruto becomes, well, is cared for and loved by the village. Sarutobi has noticed that the villagers have been less happy with Naruto. Naruto necessarily hasn't done anything wrong. He could see that through his crystal ball, but he noticed the tension was happening. Now, he's afraid. No, he's scared that the worst has happened. That maybe one of his people, one of his citizens, did the unthinkable to the young boy. As eventually, about 4 hours later, Kakashi and the others come by and say that they have not found anything. The scent, well, the Inazukas said that the scent leads out to the village, Kakashi says to Sarutobi. As, well, Sarutobi is now in the panic mode. Because there's only one way that he could possibly think that Naruto's outside of the village. But another village kidnapped him. For who knows what. The Nine Tails? Very possible. As he orders Kakashi and the Inazuka, and well, he orders Kakashi as well to assemble a quick team to go find Naruto and bring him back to the village. And hopefully to, well, make sure he's alive. By this point, Naruto is out of the land of fire. And is making his way down, well, the path, well, to the land of waves. Well, that's what he said it thinks on his map, anyway. Naruto thinks. At this point, Naruto's been walking for hours. Well, almost the whole day at this point. He's finally out of, well, the border. As he sighs in relief, finally, he doesn't have to be scared. He doesn't have to worry about things or people throwing things at him or having to look over his shoulder. Well, from the villagers, of course. As well, Naruto notices, well, this map that he has, it's a little bit older. And there's a village on the map that he, well, doesn't know about. I mean, Iruka, well, Sarutobi had Iruka come by to have Naruto learn some things. If he's not going to go to the academy, he needs to know some of the basics, of course. As he, well, taught Naruto the map, well, the current map as he noticed the Whirlpool Village. That's not on newer maps, Naruto thinks, as he decides he wants to go check that out. And something very familiar looking on the map. The swirl that's on the back of his bright orange jacket. As he thinks maybe it's wrong? Maybe it's something. Now, Naruto decides to take his departure to the Whirlpool Village. And that is where I'm going to be leaving it off. Hope you guys enjoyed, and well, have a good day or night, depending on time zones, and well, I hope you liked the video.